Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Celebrity Challenge, and today we have Casey Undercover. This is a live-action series starring Zendaya. So you know her. Honestly, I didn't know who Zendaya was until like Spider-Man. Seriously, until she was MJ. And hey, she was never in anything that was age appropriate for me to watch at my age. She was never in anything, probably until she was old enough to do Euphoria, but I still haven't seen Euphoria either. But either way, this is from 2015 to 2017. Each of the episodes are like less than a half hour long. It's 3 seasons. And Zendaya is an average suburban teenage girl, goes to high school. She's 16. She has a wacky best friend, as all Disney Channel series must have with high concept situations, whether you're a witch or you're a pop singer with a dual identity, or I don't know, just all these things. You always got a wacky best friend who says and does the things that our main character, who is a bit more grounded, that we're meant to relate to. Well, we, not me, but the people who are watching the show are meant to relate to. Because what girl, or even young man, but mainly young girls watching this wouldn't want to be Zendaya? Come on. Seriously, you're 12, and you're just like, I don't know what's going on with me, my brain, my body, everything else. Imagine being Zendaya at 16, and I'm sure she's not had a perfect life, but the character she plays is, while attractive, she's kind of sheltered, and she's unassuming, she's awkward. And that's leads to her strengths, because as we see in the Spider-Man movies, which is, again, the only thing I've seen her in, beyond this and the other show she did on Disney Channel, which, again, characters kind of similar, just different situations. She's really good at being expressive and doing comedy. And the premise of this is not necessarily a comedy, but it has to be, because it's the Disney Channel. This is a spy action kind of series. It's about a girl who is like I said, is an average American teenage girl. Parents, boring jobs as accountants, a brother who's a little obnoxious at times, wacky best friend. She's not really good with boys somehow. Like, she doesn't know how to communicate with them because her parents kind of sheltered her. But then suddenly her parents reveal that they are spies, and they want her to go on a mission for them. Why? Well, because the mission takes place in her very own high school, and who better to play that role? Not Steve Buscemi, let's just say that. Who better to go on that mission than a girl who's already equipped? She's a genius, which they never told her. She also, as a child, was really good at karate class. She crushed her instructor's windpipe or something. That sounds excessive for a child, but but she knows how to defend herself. She's smart, and she's quick on her feet. So, and yes, by the way, there's a dance sequence in the pilot episode. Is it a tango? I'm pretty sure it's a tango. Why is it in there? Well, you have to watch the episode to find out. But again, it's this concept of comedy and being the kind of girl that the viewers want to be, and you see her struggling with things, and she has a lot of pressure put on her. She makes the point at one point, she doesn't want to be a spy. She just wants to be a normal kid. And why are you putting all this pressure on me, Mom and Dad? I think a lot of kids might relate to that to a certain degree. Yeah. But yeah, when you're already so good at stuff, people expect more of you, and that's her situation. And throughout all this intense pressure, she kind of has to cave in to what her parents' wishes are in order to say what she cares about most. What all teenagers care about most is access to the internet from their phones. Yes, it's you kind of could see that coming. It's like, well, hey, we're 40-something-year-old men and women It's created, by the way, by a woman. Her name is Corinne Marshall. Corinne Marshall. But yeah, and I have to disclose, a friend of mine was actually one of the writers on this show. So I'm not gonna, even if it was bad, which it's not. I probably would be kinder than I should be. But no, it's funny. It's not for me. It's not the kind of show that seriously is not made for me. Because yeah, yeah, as lovely as she is to look at, she is 16. So, but they get to, I mean, like I said, every kid, every girl who watches this would be like, oh, imagine if I got to be a spy and dress up in all these cool outfits and meet cute boys and also save the world from somebody who would steal the internet or destroy the internet. That'd be, oh man, I gotta be able to share cat pictures. And also, she does her hair different. Even just looking at the thumbnails for the episodes, like, I just know I only watched one episode, but just looking at every single one of these thumbnails, it's a different outfit, it's a different hairstyle, and whoever did that, whoever chose these thumbnails, you're doing your job. So it's because it's fantastic. Oh my god, I didn't realize how many episodes. 29 episodes for season 1, 26 episodes for season 2, and 26 for season 3. I imagine there's an evolution of the character, and one of the problems with that they quickly run into from the very beginning is the fact that her brother seems a little neglected in all this. He doesn't know that mom and dad, and now big sister Zendaya, Casey Undercover, he doesn't know that everybody's a spy. That doesn't last too long, but well, you'll have to watch the episode to find out. It's definitely funny. I don't like the I don't like the laugh track or the live studio audience telling me when things are funny. It's just my own pet peeve. I don't have a say in that. There should be a thing where you can turn off the laugh track. Wouldn't that be great? Not that a whole lot of shows use laugh tracks anymore, but at least for these children's shows. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. The only reason I'm watching any of this stuff is this series that I created. And I would have watched it just to see, you know, if my friend recommended one of the episodes he wrote. You know, he got the credit for a bunch of episodes, but they all work as a writing team, and they all write the episodes. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, it basically, you get the dream life. There's so many references to James Bond and Mission Impossible and all those kind of things. So you get to see her in action. There's a lot of physicality to it, but the best part of this is Zendaya just being awkward and goofy and funny. She's genuinely, I mean, she's funny in the Spider-Man films, which is, again, the only place I've seen her. Did I say that? Yeah, it's the only place I'd seen. I only discovered her in that, and they really made her look different than they make her look here. And she was playing a high schooler, I think, in the Spider-Man movies, which I think she finished this just in time to start play MJ in the Spider-Man movies. That's probably, normally I think most Disney Channel shows go 3 to 4 seasons. This ended after 3. So we get a pretty good cast, just people just playing their roles. Mom and dad are not, you would expect the lifelong, like veteran spies to be a bit more stern, a bit more, but they're a bit more intense, but they are absolutely comic relief as well. Everybody's comic relief. But she's the one who has to learn the lessons in each of these episodes about she gets to go on a date for her first date, for her first school dance, because she's not good at communicating with boys. She's awkward, and that's endearing. That just tells anybody watching that you can look like Zendaya and still not have a clue as to how to communicate with the people that you might have a crush on. So that speaks to me. It speaks to me even now. So, so yeah, this is one of her 2 series on that she stars in on Disney Channel and now Disney Plus. Did I say that she's part of a elite group of people, mostly girls who have multiple shows, or weren't the twins, those wacky twins? Then they have a show where they were in a mansion and then were on a ship. I think that counts too. But anyway, this is definitely not something that I recommend for somebody my age. If I did, yeah, it'd just be very strange. Very strange. But I tell you right now, this is what do you call it? Definitely made for the preteen gang, the tweens and the young teens, and anybody, regardless of gender, who has a crush on Zendaya. So there you go. And honestly, I love her because she's funny. Yeah, beautiful, of course, but she is genuinely funny. And you don't normally get that. Even now that she's, all grown up, you don't generally get that with certain actresses who spend a good amount of their time modeling and doing that kind of stuff, when their strength, their obvious strength is their attractiveness and just their look. To present yourself as just silly and weird, I guess some people could see that as undermining the cool factor. No. She's a good kid that is genuinely funny. I think I've driven that home. I think I've said that enough times now. You think? She's funnier than me. So let's say that. But yeah. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. 24. Not that that's a really high, being funnier than me. It's not like it's a high hill to climb, but okay. Let's see. All right, we got is it a reality series? I'm not sure. I can't think I know what this is, but I don't think it's a documentary. It's more of a reality series that looks at, no, not mutant superheroes, but instead Axemen. Not X-Men, but Axemen. People throwing axes, I think. I know that's a show you can make about people throwing axes. Call me, I got ideas. It's there's a show about guys throwing axes. We're going to find out if it's good or not tomorrow. Axemen on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.